Hey, what is up, you guys? And you're watching another vlog this week. Got some really exciting news and a lot of things have happened. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive right on in. First off, my weight right now is currently 313. That's awesome. You're thinking, great, Dylan, you lost weight. Last week you were 319. And you're right, I have. It's been actually a phenomenal week, but there has been some not so good things with this week. So let's start off by diving into early this week. I really got serious about my weight and tracking my macros and counting my calories. And I basically got all the way down to 309. I really cut some weight, and I was kind of debating whether or not this was healthy or not. I didn't want to starve myself because I know starving yourself is not good. But I did do some reductions in calories. I have been hitting the gym pretty hard, and I got down to 309. I was really proud of myself. I was like, man, I'm killing it. And then Thanksgiving came. As you know, this is the week of Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving came, and I had this plan developed. I decided when I was going into Thanksgiving that I was only going to eat so much food. It was a cheat meal. I decided that I was going to allow myself some extra calories in order just to be able to maintain my weight. And it seemed like a pretty smart and great plan. I had a wonderful plan developed, but something happened. I did not mentally prepare for what I was putting myself through. And unfortunately, due to my lack of mental preparation, I went to Thanksgiving, and it was a great time. Got to see some awesome friends that are pretty much family to me. And there was this amazing mac and cheese. This mac and cheese was so good. And if you know me, you know that I love mac and cheese. And so I decided I was going to have a second helping of this mac and cheese. And I told myself beforehand I was only going to let myself have one plate of whatever I wanted, but just one plate, because it's cheat meal. It's Thanksgiving. It only makes sense to have a cheat meal on Thanksgiving. Well, unfortunately, because of this, I had my second plate, right? And it was later in the day, and I was just fighting this horrible mental battle all day since that second meal. I didn't tell anyone this, but I was still hungry, and I was cheating. I was eating way more calories in a meal than what I'm used to, and I was still starving. And I told myself, I said, Dylan, you're not starving. It's in your mind. It's a mental game. You're starving. You're not starving. And it was terrible. Later, me and a friend decided we were going to go see a movie, and I was about to lose my mind. I was feeling sick. I was so hungry I had to eat. And so I said, you know what? Popcorn's like nothing. So I got a large popcorn and pretty much ate that entire large popcorn by myself, and I was still hungry. And I went home, and I had some like frozen dinners that I bought forever ago, but I didn't really want to eat, and they're really ridiculously high in sodium anyway. And I looked in the fridge and I found them. I was like, man, I'm hungry. I'll just eat these two. They're only like 500 calories. It's okay. It's cheat day, right? And I ate them. And pretty much it turned into a binge, and I was able to stop myself because I was tired, and I just forced myself to go to bed because I didn't want to continue to overeat. And because of this uncontrollable binge that I was set on, I gained like 4 pounds overnight. I was like, oh my gosh, I was 309 yesterday, and now I'm 313. But you know, it's all how I choose to look at it, because last night I was going to bed really depressed. I was kind of like, man, I was doing so good. I was moving in the right direction. What's going on? And, I realized that it's okay. It's going to happen. But what really defined my journey, what's really going to define my journey is, yes, today happened, but what am I going to do tomorrow? And so I told myself right before I fell asleep last night that tomorrow tomorrow is going to be 100% back on track. And I'm happy to say, you know, it's about noon right now when I'm recording this. I've done just that. I went to the gym this morning. I had a killer chest workout, and I have 100% stuck to my meal plan, and I'm back on track, and it feels good. So I'm excited to be able to report to you guys next week how I've done this week. But right now, we're doing great. We're back on track, and we're going to stay on track. So some really exciting things are, you know, kind of happening. You know, yeah, I did have a little bit of a setback, but setbacks are normal. Setbacks are okay. You know, I'm going from eating a really high calorie diet to a restricted calorie diet. So there's gonna be setbacks. There's gonna be things that happen, and that's okay because I'm human. And as long as there is a change being made, as long as it is different, then it is success. Even if I fail, there is success. And you know what? This week was still a success. I still lost weight. I'm still one step closer to being healthier. I failed, but here I am getting back up again. I'm doing awesome. So let that be some words of encouragement for you guys. If you guys are trying to lose weight and you're trying to get healthier, just know that it's okay to mess up. It's okay to fail. And even if you have a horrible day of binging, that doesn't mean that you just throw it all away and throw in the towel and say, I'm done. It just means that tomorrow, you got to get back up on that horse. Tomorrow, the next day, you got to resume. Because one bad day on a full years-long journey means nothing. You probably will barely even remember it. But if that's one day that turns into 2 days, that turns into a week, that turns into a month, that turns into months, you're going to look back at that one day and you're going to think, why did I ever let that happen? So anyway, with that being said, guys, I wanted to do some progress photos. Like I said, right now I'm 313, and I hadn't really done any before and after and weekly photos showing you guys the changes. I know a lot of people do this with their shirts off. I'm not super comfortable with that yet, because yes, I'm still feeling a little self-conscious. So I want to give you a shirt, or give you a before photos or video of me before. This is a 2X shirt. I normally wear 3Xs, and this is a shirt I'd like to fill into. So with that being said, this is going to be my before photos at 313. So I just want to go ahead and say thank you guys for checking out this video. You know, there's been some setbacks and some successes this week. Everything's been going great. I do have a new video that's going to be dropping within the next 24 to 48 hours, and it is going to be finally my game room tour. I've had several of you ask me about this video. Several of you have been wanting to see this. And so with that said, I'm going to give you a tour of my game room, of my film set, show you my video game collection, show you some of my manga collection, and many more things to come. So please keep an eye out for that video, and if you enjoy my content, please give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all of those things. I really would appreciate it, guys. And until next time.